Hello, welcome to this video. I'm going to play another rapid game. E4 again. Somehow I get to play a lot of Caro-Kann lines. F4. That's a move I don't know very good. Let me check. The question is, should we play c5 here or bishop f5? Let me think. c5. Can do something like bishop b5, but are we afraid of that? Let's go with c5. Okay. We still can go for bishop f5. Let me see if there's a tactic here. We have one check available. That is queen a5. Then white obviously has to block with the knight. So then we take b5, he retakes with the knight. And if we take the queen, then he can take the queen with the knight, and we are it's even material. So I don't think that is something. So let me see if bishop f5 is safe. I think it's safe. I should study this 2f4 move more, but so far I've only studied the quick starters, and I think it's not in there. But I rarely get main lines somehow at my level. It seems like everyone is winging it against the Caro-Kann or has some pet line. So in most cases our next move is going to be e6. Okay. I don't really see the points there. Well, obviously now if I do nothing I'm losing a rook, but I can protect with either the knight or the queen. First move that comes to mind is queen c7. But I'm also thinking of queen b6 to get active on this diagonal, and I prevent bishop d3. So that looks like a better move. Let's just do it. I have to move quicker because I end up a lot of times in time trouble. In the last few games when there was like a tactical possibility, I didn't have enough time to calculate, so I think it's better to, in these rapid games, move pretty quick in the opening and save some time for the critical moments. Of course, you have to know what the critical moments are. Okay, that was expected. Now I have to check if I'm afraid of knight h4, because I had the queen over there but to protect it, but now it's here. I could think of playing something like h6 or h5 to be able to retreat my bishop. But is it necessary? If knight h4, bishop g4, h3, h5. I'll end up on g6 anyway. I kind of want to keep it here. And now's the question, should we play h5? The downside is that kingside castling becomes more of a risk. And he can in the future have some knight g5 ideas. But it also has some attacking potential. His kingside is already pretty weak. I think no. And the positive side of h5 is being able to develop the knight to h6. Well, we just go for it. I think bishop c5 is move, whoa, I would consider. King e2, okay, he's preparing bishop e3. Let me check. Bishop c5, can block with the knight. Then I have a check. I think if I don't play bishop c5, then bishop e3 is annoying. Then at some point he has b5. So bishop c5. There's no b5, but because then you can go for bishop's f2. But then knight d4 is annoying. I can always retreat my bishop. Okay. Bishop takes. It's nothing. Check bishop f2. Kind of screwing this up somehow. Because now bishop e3. So I basically lost some tempi. Because I did all this to prevent bishop e3, but now he can play bishop e3 anyway. I even have to retreat my queen to c7. So maybe I should have played queen c7 in the first place. Oh, oops. Okay, so it's not going too well. I mean, I haven't lost or anything, but it's not what I wanted. So now the threat is knight d4. He's attacking my c6 knight a few times. If I then play rook c8, then it takes. I take with the pawn. Takes with the bishop. Take with the queen. Then he can take this pawn, the a pawn. So let's force white to make a decision. So do we take with the pawn and keep the queens, or do we take with the queen? I like to keep the queen. I'm not so happy with how this game turned out. Yeah, now I'm losing a pawn. Only move. What does he want? Knight g5? Can go here. His position is much better, I think. Of course, there's room for blundering. Let's get out this knight on the rim. Okay, he's moving pretty quick. have to activate my h8 rook somehow. b8 looks like a first candidate because it's the only half open file for me. I think some action on the king side is out of the question. Preparing g5. Now let's say I play g5, he takes. Now I can take this with check. Then take the pawn. But he doesn't have to take, of course. Let's say he plays b3. Then taking the f-pawn doesn't help me. Let's just hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So material's equal, but what to do? Oh, sorry. That was my phone. Gonna put it on quiet. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can put it on quiet. I'm not cheating or anything, but it's pretty loud noise. Okay. Playing quick. Knight a3. Oh, sorry, rook a3 comes to mind. Rook a3. Bishop c5. Let me check if the check is doing anything. Maybe even queen b6, then he just blocks with the pawn. So let's do this. Then is queen e2. Let me check. Bishop e4. Then has to go queen f2. You cannot go king g3. Then I win a piece. Now he has to protect with the queen. You can take h5 here, but don't know if that is helping him or she. As a him. I'm low on the clock. But I'm one pawn up, so I can try to trade. And play an endgame. I have to watch out for pawn takes d5. Because if I retake with the pawn, then there's a piece hanging for me. So the position is getting a bit complicated. At this level, even Caro-Kann or Queen's Gambit the client positions can end up in a total mess. If he takes on d5, I can consider taking with the bishop. No, it doesn't make any sense. No. His queen and king are also lined up, so potential tactics h2, but right now it's pretty well protected by the rook. Our opponent is from Indonesia. It's a beautiful country. Yeah, so I have to do this. Now let's do this. This knight is pinned, so now I'm threatening to take twice on h8-2 with the rook. I think he missed that. Games always get decided by tactics. Now he's losing the queen. And he resigned. Okay. Well, I think I didn't play that good. At a worse position, but in the end it got complicated and tactics decided the game. Alright. So I looked at the opening and the game a little bit. This f4 move is not common, like not common at all. At my rating level in rapid time control, it only happens like 5% of the games. Of course, you play d5, that is almost a pre-move in the Caro-Kann. You play it against everything. e5 is also what the most players do if they play this variation. I was on the right track with c5, that's also what the course is recommending. Now d4 is not mentioned. Like most of the times they go for f3, and then we play knight f6. They go for b5. We can develop our bishop to g4 even. And the course mentions that later we can choose for a plan with f6 to undermine white's pawn, or we can go for an expansion on the queen side, but this line is not very much analyzed like most side lines. So we have the game. This was all not bad. Queen b6 was also good. In the game I thought maybe Queen c7 was better, because eventually I had to move it back to c7, so some loss of tempi. But the computer at this point says it's a good move. h5 is dubious. I should have played bishop c5 here. So if I play it here, then white's not ready to play b4, but because I can play e3. So I'm very curious what happens if they go for king e2 now. Yeah, then the computer says we have to move the queen back to c7 and then b5. Then we can move our bishop to b6. Okay. So that was better, but yeah, it's pretty hard to find if you're not a computer. So now I went for this, but that was pretty bad, because I have to retreat it right away. And then white can chase away my queen, so I lose a lot of tempi over there. a6 also bad, but I don't... Okay, white should have played knight d4 here, and then I thought I could play this. So why is it not good? Okay. I lose a pawn. Okay. I didn't see that. So white's position was much better here. I think at this point I also thought I was going to lose. I didn't feel great about my game. But now, yes, at this point my position got a lot better. Now the computer is even giving white or giving -2. Yeah, here I'm much better because of the king is weak. Like here, the position has a lot of tactical elements. Now I'm the one who's puts on a lot of pressure. Now tactics rule the game. Yes, here white moved way too quick. He didn't see this this threat of the tactic on the like X-raying the queen and the king. So again, tactics decide the game. It's really now I'm playing more of these rapid games online. That's becoming even more clear to me that you can study all the openings you want and positional chess, but almost all of my games the game is decided by some blunder or tactic. So thanks for watching again. A lot of Caro-Kann games lately. If you like my channel, please subscribe. There's many more content to come, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.